to our Future Fund series. So I'm sure regular viewers know this, but in case you missed the memo, for the next 2 weeks, we've given our guests a bit of homework. We're actually near the end of the first week. So as part of this Future Fund stock series, we're asking our guests to come up with stock picks that they would buy today to hold on to help fund their kids, or maybe in your case, Rudi, your grandkids' education costs, when of course that does happen. So we want long-term, high-quality portfolio plays. Rudi, let's start with you. What do you think fits this brief?
Wait a minute, am I the old guy here? Anyway, I do have kids in the 20s, so I could potentially be looking at grandfathership. Anyway, I think investors underestimate the art of making forecasts further out than today, next month, next year, etc. I think one of the ways of doing it is picking a mega trend or a structural trend that is happening in markets, and if we then can pick the best company that is benefiting from that trend and maybe increasing market share, maybe the number one in the market, that is a good way, I think, to take a longer term view. My proposition would be IDP Education, company code IEL on the stock exchange. Value investors will tell me, but Rudi, it's trading on a high multiple. You can't do that. I think the next 10 years will prove them wrong and will prove me correct in this one.
Got it. IDP Education is Rudi's pick for the Future Fund. How about you, Claude? Because I know, you've got a little family that no doubt you're thinking of what's going to come next.
Yeah, well, actually, there was only one possible answer for me to this question, because I actually do buy a stock every year for my son's birthday. And I think I told you this many years ago when I first met you, actually, and that stock is Alphabet, and I've continued to do that. Unfortunately, I would have been much better off if I just bought 18 Alphabet shares up front rather than deciding to do it one per year. And I'm starting to regret that decision and maybe think I should stock up. But yeah, basically the theory here is, for me, it's very real life. I do want to have something that I can sort of say, hey, mate, this is for you, whether you want to pursue university or something else. It'd be great. It's great for a child to not have so much financial pressure when they're trying to study. So for me, the most important thing is that I'm putting that away in something that will absolutely 100% be there. And I see Google, in a way, in a really simplified version, as a tax on everything. Every time we talk about some new hot consumer stock, so a new retailer or whatever it has been, they usually have a massive line in their expenses, which is advertising, and Google is getting a significant amount of that. And there's hardly a stock you've owned that's consumer facing that there hasn't been at some point someone saying, oh, what if Google does this? What if Google does that? And it's just so utterly powerful. Obviously a balancing act for the company there, but yeah, basically I just see it as one of the most resilient.
Got it. Thank you, Claude. Appreciate that. So for the Future Fund, we've got Alphabet, Google, and we've got Rudi Filapek-Vandyck picking ADP Education, which kind of jives nicely with the theme overall.